Frankenstein, the structure of an atom, the eye of a needle. These three things are all vastly different, but they all have one thing in common. They're first thought of in dreams. Today I'm going to be informing you guys on the process and significance of dreams. Dreaming is something we all do, but not all of us can actually remember what our dreams mean, but scientists prove that if we all remembered our dreams, then maybe we could use them to change the world. Currently I'm taking a psychology class, and we recently covered our sleeping and dreaming unit, so I'm pretty widely knowledgeable on the topics I'm going to be discussing today. So, in the next few minutes, I'm going to be going over the process of sleep and how it connects to our dreams, what certain dreams mean, and how we can use them in our everyday life. So first, I'm going to start with the process of sleep, specifically the stages regarding dreams. So, in order to fully understand dreams, we have to understand how sleep works first. According to the book, Psychology Concepts and Applications, there are 4 stages of sleep leading up to REM sleep. REM sleep is just an acronym for rapid eye movement, which is what we do while we're in that stage of sleep, and so the sleep stages take place in non-REM sleep, and they're broken up by our brainwave pattern. So as you can see in stage 1, it starts off with the brainwave patterns are very small, which means you have a high level of brain activity, and they slowly get bigger. And stage 4, which shows the process of how our brain activity actually slows down as we're falling asleep. And so what I've always found to be very interesting is that when we actually get to REM sleep, our brainwave patterns are very similar than what they would be if we were awake, and so they start to get smaller and our brain activity gets higher, which kind of shows that when we're in REM sleep, we have our most vivid dreams, specifically nightmares. This is because whenever we're in REM sleep, there's a nervous tissue in our brain called the amygdala, and it's linked to certain emotions like sadness, anger, and fear, which are all common themes of nightmares. And so in non-REM sleep, we tend to have happier dreams because in REM sleep, we have more nightmares. So now that we understand the process of sleep and how it connects to certain dreams and nightmares, dreams, all that kind of stuff, we can start to understand the more fun stuff, which is what our dreams actually mean. I'm going to preface this by saying that we don't actually know what our dreams mean. They're just as mysterious to us as they are to other people because there isn't really an exact science on it yet. So according to this chart by Exemplar, dream analysis, what does your dream mean? You can kind of see what certain dreams mean according to what their interpretation of it is. So the most common dream is actually falling, so I'm going to make that, which is basically stands for failing or literally losing control, common for those facing major problems or insecurity at work, in relationships, or somewhere else. So I'm sure as seniors, a lot of us can actually relate to this because we seem like our life is kind of falling apart. But one of my most common dreams would be my childhood home, which is really weird, but it basically stands for old beliefs, parents' ideas and beliefs, outdated or old-fashioned ideas about family, which this doesn't really pertain to me at all, so you can kind of see how the science isn't always exactly accurate depending on certain interpretations that people have of it. So, So yeah, if you want to look at it in a more broad and scientific sense, there are some theories which basically say that there really isn't a certain meaning to your dream that we have to digest. It's all just images that we see throughout our day as we go, and then later they get translated into dreams as we fall asleep, and so it really just depends on what you're looking at. So again, these are all just theories. Like I said, they're really, as far as we've come in psychological advancement, there's still a lot of mystery surrounding our dreams, and so yeah, we can't really determine it for sure, but there are still interpretations you can look at if you ever get curious. So now that we've established there's a large range of possibilities of what our dreams could possibly mean, why exactly do we have them? There are a lot of theories for this as well. One of the most common themes is that we actually use dreams as a survival tactic, and so if you have a certain dream about maybe drowning or falling, you can then use the tactics that you would use in your dream if that were to happen to you in real life. And so as humans, we derive a lot of our comfort and familiarity, and so if you feel like you've experienced something before, like in a dream, you can later use those tactics that you used in the dream towards your real life, if that makes any sense. So, dreams are also an open door to infinite ideas waiting to be discovered. Some of the world's greatest theories, inventions, and ideas were first thought of in dreams. According to the article 10 Dreams That Changed Human History, it says that dreams conjured up ideas ranging from fine art brilliancies to scientific breakthroughs. Some examples of this would be Einstein and the speed of light, Niels Bohr and the structure of an atom, and Frederick Banting and the idea of using insulin to cure diabetes. Paul McCartney also used his dream to compose the melody of the hit song by the Beatles, Yesterday. Dreams are also a way to predict the future according to some, which is also called precognitive dreaming, which I think is very interesting, which basically says that you use your dream to predict the future. Some examples of this would be Abraham Lincoln actually dreamt of his own assassination before it happened, Julius Caesar's wife dreamt of his assassination before it happened, and then a lot of people who were on the Titanic actually canceled their ships before they went on it because they had dreams of it sinking. So, while they may seem like fun stories to tell later, a dream can actually be used to save lives or even change the world. To summarize my main points today, I talked about the stages and process of sleep in relation to dreaming, what dreams mean, and how they're used when we're awake. It seems like a silly topic at first, but it can be more fascinating when you look into it to better understand yourself. I hope that all of you use this information to better understand yourself and dreaming habits from now on. If you're ever looking for an answer or a new idea within yourself, it might just reveal itself in a dream.